Awesome. So, App Security Weekly, this is a funny one. I think face to face, I first met you at RSA. Was it? No, Blackhat last year.
Blackhat. Yes.
It was Blackhat. And then we did a webinar together. But funny enough, and for you community members, for whatever reason, did not put two and two together that I was already listening to Akira. And we'd been through the webinar when, by the end of that, I think Akira said something about, yada, yada, and the podcast. And I went, oh my God. I mean, it just was like a light went out of my head, and I realized, this is the same person I'm listening to already. Is working with people like Aaron and Malcolm, I have to get my, all of my data in, and App Security Weekly is a really fantastic podcast for that. Plus, I mean, that the timeliness of, all the news, it's spectacular. And the fact that you guys delve into some other topics, that involve things like DevOps stuff recently, which I've found pretty fascinating. I think we know that the fields are really merging, and that modern security practice has to include that DevOps bit. But I figured maybe you could tell us a little bit about how you got involved with AppSec Weekly and how that's going, and I don't know, maybe any other ideas you see coming for that show. Go forward.
Sure. Well, I'll start by saying it's going great. My colleagues are fantastic there. It's a really good show. I think objectively, of course, I'm quite biased, and maybe I can't be as objective as I want to be, but I think objectively it's a really good show. So definitely check it out. We do interviews every week, and then we have a little segment for the news right after that. Almost by, like most things in my career, kind of by accident. I applied to be a guest on their show because I just really liked their show and I wanted to guest on it. And the producers emailed me one day and said, hey, we had a guest cancel tomorrow. Can you show up tomorrow? I said, yeah, let's totally do this thing. So I showed up, I gave an interview, and apparently they really liked me because afterward they sent me an email saying, would you like to be a co-host? I was really surprised. I didn't know a lot about the people running the podcast. Like I said, I'd admired it for a while, but I hadn't really interacted with anybody on the staff or anything. So I was very surprised. But of course, I jumped at the opportunity just because it's a great way to meet people in the industry. It's a really good way to keep abreast of industry news, especially when you're the one reporting on it. So I said, absolutely, let's do this. And I've been doing it for 5 months now.
Nice. Yeah, that's you. So you must have started kind of around the same exact time as I began this job. I mean, it was neat. I came over from being an SE here and kind of selling the solutions that our company offers. But I don't know, there was more fulfillment to be had, I guess,